Why is everything on fire? What is up, the world of the living? My name is Lyarrah and welcome back to Truly Bedrock. Last time I checked, our commercial district was not on fire. It is now. Apparently this is something that happened during the livestream day. I have no idea. I started that thing out. When I was starting, none of this was here. So, color me confused and also very intrigued. But I'm here for now not to inquisite anyone about this situation. I'm blaming this one as per usual on meteors, because, or asteroids, or the moon, or whatever. And I guess eventually we'll have to do something to it, since by now the moon has come for our money. And now that it's affecting my personal bottom line, I will have to duke it out with the flipping, you know, sky thingy that is glowing. It's not actually glowing, it's reflecting light. You get the point. Anyway, I'm actually here for a very particular reason. I've run out of redstone supplies. And I hear that there's this blue best blue. Okay, almost. I almost got it right. Hi, Phantom. I'm not used to you not being chicken. Yeah, I almost got it right. There's this best blue shop that apparently sells redstone appliances. Hey, fancy. And phantom proof to a degree. Alright, and I was thinking I should probably go check it out. I should probably go look at it. So welcome to Best Blue, yada yada. This is by BluJay something. I don't remember his entire username. It's not Bjaydabya, it's BluJay, the other one. And we are having, let's see, 4 diamonds. 4 diamonds per 8. And 10 diamonds per 8 dispensers. Four diamonds for 8 hoppers. 1 diamonds per 8 levers. Why is this shop not on fire? Can I set it on fire? And remember, if anyone asks, the moon did it. Seriously, with those prices, if this is the best blue, I do not want to know about the regular blue, okay? And hey, I didn't look any redstone. And hey, I didn't need any redstone anyway, because I basically have an entire store of redstone worth just scattered around in my shulker boxes, which is, yeah, kind of delightful, kind of great, kind of amazing. Anyway, here we are back at the Prancus mansion, and you will note that something changed about the layout. That is very peculiar. You might remember that the last time on the Prancus mansion, I did not know how to connect this room to the corridor outside, and that's when it hit it. It hit me. Just don't. Just flipping don't. So I didn't connect it to the corridor outside. I just connected it to the room next door. Now the puzzle with the levers makes sense, and the rest of the thing also kind of makes sense, which is just, you know, perfectly great. Which really brings me to another thing that I wanted to discuss with you. Friends, last episode I promised you that there will be 6 puzzles that you need to, well, not puzzles, 6 traps that you need to trigger to have our secret room open into the next area, where you will find the entrance into my secret lair and get the majestic prize. And then I struggled for like half a week to figure out what kind of traps that would even be. The good news is I did come up with something very good. The bad news is there's only gonna be 4 traps, I decided. But slowly, I hear you ask. What can possibly be as entertaining as additional 2 puzzles for our test subjects, let's put it that way, to endure? Oh, my friends, there was this whole time something that I have not yet designed for this map/mansion, a maption, if you will, and that is how will the players actually get into the secret area that will lead to my secret room in which they'll kill me. And that is, of course, here, in the toilet. So I haven't yet set up the logical circuit for it, but yep, there's the toilet. And you have to flash it. And you get flashed down here. And this is where we'll build a giant labyrinth leading up to the drop chute that will finally lead into the actual area where they will get they'll get to kill me. So that is the plan so far. But lawyer, here you ask, why is this area for the labyrinth covered in sand? Well, friends, I lost my sugar box with the explanation. Cactuses! The labyrinth is gonna be made out of cactuses. I hope you're happy, because I sure am. So this is where I would generally have a time lapse of some sorts to signify what I am doing and to kind of save you up some time watching me ramble about, watching me placing blocks upon blocks. Well, that's not the case in this particular time because, well, Bedrock Edition doesn't necessarily have replay mode, now does it? The problem now, of course, is that I still have to explain something and there's still a cactus labyrinth to be built, which is why I decided, you know what, I'm gonna have a little bit of a ramble about it. You see, I generally flipping hate labyrinths in adventure maps. I honestly do. I believe a labyrinth is what you do when you have no imagination and nothing to do. Like, you have no idea what you do. But in this case, we're actually putting an interesting twist on the labyrinth, which is that it is made out of cactuses. This provides additional challenge to the player. For one, you cannot touch the sides of the labyrinth, meaning that you will have to navigate it very carefully and try not to get killed by the flipping walls of it. In the meantime, cactuses also provide an additional challenge for me building it, because cactuses cannot be placed one next to another. You can only place them diagonally one next to another. This still allows me to make walls, naturally, impenetrable to a player, but at the same time, this allows me to even confuse player additionally by all of the walls being diagonal ones. You see, in Minecraft, we are very used to non-diagonals, to straight angles, to things that are making sense one way or another. Diagonals are not something you deal with on a daily basis as you are Minecrafting. People generally try to do something on even angles, and this is no exception. Actually, this is exactly the exception. I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm talking about. And the exception is that you will have to navigate the cactus, and the cactus labyrinth can only be made in diagonal lines, which is very inconvenient, very hard to recognize, but I am still leaving quite a bit of a hint to the players as to how to get it. You see, I plan on this labyrinth to only ever be one block tall. Now, of course, you don't necessarily get a lot of space, you don't get quite a bit of a view with just one block between you, the cactuses, and the ceiling, but still, it will provide a little bit of perspective, so the players will be able to more or less figure out where they're trying to go. And if I wouldn't do that, they would probably get lost in here forever, and that would just be mean, and I don't really want. I want this exercise, despite me playing the villain, I want this exercise to be genuinely fun. Oh, yeah, so the fun thing has been canned entirely, because currently I am stuck in this stupid maze. I have no flipping idea how to anything, and everything is prickly and frustrating, and I actually know the secret to solving it, and that is that you have to not look for the exit from the labyrinth, but look for the access point to this outer ring made out of stone, and then using it you can finally reach the exit, because you can see the exit itself is perfectly blocked off. You will not be able to get here. But even knowing that, you can see, even knowing that and the actual path, it took me like 3 minutes here. And that's kind of frustrating, and that's infuriating, and I kind of low-key love it. So yeah, I feel I feel I have created something very beautiful here today. All that's left to do is to encase this entire structure in some sort of mansion resembling shell. Set it up so the spawners works and everything else works. Maybe add a couple more surprises for people who still might watch my videos, and reset everything to its playable condition. And then, ooh, my friends, then we'll have to pick a couple of victims. So yeah, leave your suggestions in the comments. In the meantime, I'm gonna go make some walls. Ha 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 ha. And that will be the last moment. The TNT of the wall is installed. I should be able now to, whoops. I don't have any, okay, it's fine. There's some brick. We'll be able to mask our little exit. There we go. Now the mansion is more or less ready for visitors. Yeah, it's ugly as all get out, but it's functionally ready, and there are people online. I would love to grab somebody right now and, you know, knock them over the head, drag in here, drop off, and have them try and figure out my demented puzzles. That sounds great! And I also would absolutely love to give you guys a quick tour of the premises now that the ceiling is installed, the walls are there, and everything's all gloom and beauty. But sadly, the more I walk around here, the bigger is the chance that I'll trigger something and die to my own trap. So we are not doing that, alas. It's basically more of this and that and everything. I did not go into much of a detail around here. But hey guys, you know what I can show you? Here's the toilet. The toilet has been installed. It is working perfectly. As for the outside of the mansion, well, it wouldn't be the mansion if I didn't make it present. That's quite a footprint. Can you like just grab the one I did for Silent and Photoshop that one in? Yeah, just drag it in, plonk it in here. Yeah, it's fine. No one will notice. Now I know what you're thinking. Red brick in this quantity in my Zloy XP video? It is more likely than you think. But don't tune away just yet. Because my friends, this is not it. Red brick, yeah, it has a giant reputation right now but in the community. Well, not right now. It used to have an even bigger one. As a just block that no one builds with. And even back then, I actually saw several incredibly impressive builds pulled out with it. So, and then 1.8 came out and brought granite into the mix, and I saw even more beautiful builds done with it. So, first and foremost, let's add some, don't tune it away from the video, we're adding some granite. It's fine. It goes together, see? It's okay. But the way people used to do this on the public servers I've been playing, and this is not exactly a style I ever got a hang of, is they would mix it in with two materials. First, red brick would always go with sandstone, because apparently someone on that server saw it in a video tutorial and thought that, yep, that looks nice. And it does. It really does. Now, if I had some stair, there we go. Now, if we add some stairs, it will look even nicer, because relief and depth and all that kind of stuff. And look, it is quite a modern style. You don't really expect someone called Prankus to live in a house like that, but at the same time, it's fine, and this is me exercising my skills that I have not used for quite a while now. And look. It's looking pretty good already. It's looking pretty good already. You just want to put a fake window in here. You just want to. You can't help yourself. You just feel compelled to put in windows in there. And bada bing bada boom. Hey! Now we have ourselves a build. And I would like to call this style, like, in my mind's eye, this style was always called bacon strips. Because you got the red, the yellowish, and the white of the between the bricks. So I don't know, that's what it always reminded me of. And it always looked pretty nice, and I could never get a hang of it, and I feel like maybe in this season of TB I just might. So let me ponder it for quite a while ago. I have a bunch of red brick from trading with my villagers. I have a bunch of nether brick for the roof material. And we have quite a bit of stone because of flipping cost we have a bunch of stone. This is Minecraft we're talking about. And I'll be right back after I figured this build out. Just don't look on the side of it, alright? It's not important. Don't look at it. Don't look there. Okay, that's grand and all, and it's a nice color combination, but this doesn't really scream Prankus or Christmas. So, what does? Well, I do think that I know a recipe for a nice pixel art that will remind you about, you know, Christmassy stuffs. And I'm pretty sure that it goes something like this. And then we punch out this block, and look! It's a uterus! No, it's supposed to be a deer. That's supposed to be a deer head, guys. I wronged it here and there, and actually it looks more like a moose rather than a deer. But I think I can live with it. Yeah. Especially since this is not really supposed to be a Santa's house. Yeah, definitely can see the resemblance to the female reproductive system from far up away. And in the snowstorm. This server does not want me to make any videos today. Ooh, and here's something I learned by using the slabs for pixel art and all that. You see, right now, you put... this is Bedrock Edition specific, and it's incredibly annoying, but... You see how these full blocks are miscolored as opposed to the half slabs and the stairs? It makes no sense what they would be, why they would be. But if you just swap them for slabs like this, it suddenly is fixed. And I don't know why, and I don't know how, and I am utterly confused by this happenstance. But I'll take it, and it will be fine. Forever. Because, my friends, it's kind of like that. Yeah, it's kind of like that. This is why I feel like the sandstone, the smooth sandstone slabs and stairs are best for this type of insignia pixel art done with stairs on walls, because it does actually blend with itself, unlike quartz, which is stylable but doesn't blend, and yeah, seamless. It's seamless. You don't see the borders between the blocks. Unlike with quartz, which does have borders, unlike with planks, which have horizontal stripes, this is basically one of the only resources. The other one is red sandstone, and it's a shame, really. It's really a shame. I mean, naturally, diorite and andesite and that kind of stuff blend with itself also, but it's a noisy texture. It's not as plain, and it's not as nice. I just wish it wasn't like rotten teeth yellow, is my only wish. So looking at the roof I've put together, at least started putting together, there's some ideas in it. It doesn't really fit the style I've started with, but still I do feel confident in it. And there are a couple of reasons why. For one, the buttresses under the, you know, the spiky bits, the way there is like a wave of sorts in the line, so it's like up, down, up, down, up, down, da 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 da. There is something resembling a garland hanged against a wall of some sort, so like Christmas lights. So that's good. That is definitely what I want to go for. Now, the little beads sticking out of the roof, it's a little bit something I stole from Chinese architecture, but it is weirdly fitting, I suppose. The best part, of course, is that, well, it's the best part, and it's the worst part. And that is if we do drop, Okay, that is not nearly enough. Yeah, alright, that's not nearly enough for me to demonstrate it, but what you will have to notice is that this here, dark oak, full blocks. Why that, you wonder? And that is because whenever it snows up here, the snow actually falls and stays. Meaning that the snow eventually will pile up over this roof. Forming, essentially, there are gonna be these borders made out of the slabs and stairs, which do not actually allow snow to pile up on top of them. And in between them, there's gonna be just giant snow piles. And that will be the roof, and that's how our roof actually looks. That's what our roof actually looks like in a wintry type of situation, in a wintry environment. Like, look at these right here. That's what the roof is. That's its primary function. Well, not to store snow, mind you, to actually get rid of it, but still, the roof doesn't know it. The roof can be forgiven. Anyway, I need to mirror that to that side and figure out something for the actual facade, the front part, because that triangle bit ain't gonna cut it. It's generally not good at cutting things, it's kind of too dull. So looking at it, I'm actually quite proud. I think we have something here. I think we got something sorted out over here. Like, look at this. I'm super proud of the mural idea. I'm on absolute kick of making this mural stuff, especially with the sandstone. And yeah, all I gotta do is justify this giant second story as opposed to the rest of the house, because the rest of the house is one story only, and I know for a fact that there isn't anything to actually put in that second story. Because the entire map is like one level. Okay. Maybe. And there you have it. Most of the front facade is done. And I have run out of firework rockets, so you can't even prove to me that there isn't any roof on the... Oh, wait. Yeah. I'll continue this to that side. Eventually, maybe. I wanted to get the front done, and really I don't much care for the rest, for now at the very least, because it's resourceful, and it's... not resourceful, it's expensive, is more like it. And it's kind of convoluted. But do tell me, do you see the Goatman face? Because it's there. Now, let me, yeah. There it is. Look just like it. Look just like him. Even the horns kind of bend is approximately the same. And I'm quite proud of it. I'm honestly quite proud of what we did here. Ignoring the redstone, because it's really not that impressive for a moment. Because everything is one use only, and it's only really was ever planned for one use, for one group of adventurers. I think this is a lot of good things that I've done here with what I had. And I'm quite proud of this build, and if you are, do let me know down in the comments. I know this little Prankos arc has taken us quite a while, and I apologize for that. But next time, I hope I will grab a couple of adventurers, drop them into the Prankos mansion, and have them complete my little challenges. And we'll see who survives, we'll see who makes it to the end, and we'll see who will die in the one lava trap that is also an obsidian trap that I have to reset every single time. Crying out loud, it's like 15 minutes. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today's episode. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Don't worry, I will pick up this shulker box down here. To be continued. Have a good one. Bye bye.